the front covers, but it has my township on it, so I'm not gonna show it. I'll just tell you about it. So this one that you're looking at right now, I actually borrowed because of Hayley Jean ASMR, or Hayley Jean Whispers. I don't remember her handle anymore, but it's Hayley. I've loved her YouTube channel for so long. When I had Instagram, I deleted a lot of my social medias in high school, but when I did have social media, what did I do? I followed her Instagram and I submitted a question for one of her videos. And she used my little question as a thumbnail, along with other questions, of course. And she answered my question, and I was really, really happy about it. Anyway, that was just an anecdote. This was in one of her recent videos where she was recommending books to us, our audience. This book is called A Memoir. Wait, Know My Name. I think it's Know My Name, and it's a memoir by Chanel Miller. I'll read what it says right there. You will find society asking you for the happy ending. Sorry, my air conditioner turns on and off and on and off, so that's constantly, that's a constant. Saying come back when you're better, when what you want. Sorry. I'm so thrown off by the air conditioner. You know what? I'll be right back. I'm gonna set this down, and you're probably gonna hear me like walk to the air conditioner and turn it off. But yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Here, Okay, so it says, you'll find society asking you for the happy ending, saying come back when you're better, when what you say can make us feel good, when you have something more uplifting, affirming. This ugliness was something I never asked for. It was dropped on me, and for a long time I worried it made me ugly too. But when I wrote the ugly and painful parts into a statement, an incredible thing happened. The world did not plug up its ears. It opened itself up to me. It opened itself to me. So, this is, if I'm not mistaken, I hope I remember this right. Maybe, actually, I'll just open up the book and read the synopsis as well to make sure that I don't spread misinformation. Yes, okay, good. So, I hope that some of you know about the way that people stay anonymous in court cases, or sometimes it's used as a prank, or sometimes it's used to name someone who cannot be named. Jane Doe, John Doe, etc. Well, this is Emily Doe. Well, not actually. Their name is, her name, I think they use she, her pronouns, so her name is Chanel Miller. But, she went by Emily Doe during a court case that she was a part of. Well, a court case that she was the court, I don't know how to word that. because I want to make sure that this is still a little relaxing. You could read the synopsis yourself because I have the camera pointed to it right now. But this memoir goes into heavy detail about her experiences in the court case. I don't think it retells the reason that she goes to court, which is because a man, I forget his name, which I'm pretty happy I forgot his name, honestly. But some horrible man did some unspeakable things to her. And if I remember the details correctly, I believe that it was in an alleyway. She was in college. She was in university. And two men happened upon the scene, and they helped her by chasing the guy away. So yeah, that's a very, very brief, very succinct, and non-specific way of talking about what this is about, but I would say that everyone should read this book. I'm really excited to read it, and I haven't even read it yet. But yeah, so I got this at the library today because of Hayley, and I'm really excited to read it. This next book that I got is called Afterlife by Julia Alvarez, I think. Julia Alvarez. She's from the Dominican Republic. Ella Dominicana. And she immigrated to the United States in the 1960s, I believe. I don't remember, and I cannot recall what the political atmosphere was during that time in the United States and in the DR. But yeah, she immigrated. She became a very, very talented writer here in the United States. And I'll read you what it says back here. So, her books have been called shimmering, luminous, but gorgeous, exhilarating, and extraordinary. They have been praised for how they reveal the intricacies of families and the profound power of language. Now, in her first adult novel in almost 15 years, the acclaimed author of In the Time of the Butterflies and How the Garcia Girls Lost Their Accents gives us an indelible, I feel like that's right, gives us an indelible story of a woman to repair the broken pieces of her life. A woman trying to remind herself who she is. I was actually looking for In the Time of the Butterflies at the library, and they did not have it. I also looked for How the Garcia Girls Lost Their Accents, because I know that those are one of her more powerful. No, sorry. All of her books are powerful. I presume I haven't read anything by her yet. Actually, I think that's a lie. I think I read a short story in college recently, and that's why I know her as a writer. Not know her personally, but know of her as a writer. So I was looking to see if I could find some of her books, and I did. I found this one, Afterlife, and it's quite small. The actual book. Because I'm pretty sure Chanel Miller is like normal sized, standardly sized reason why I turned it over. Anyway, I hope I turned it quick enough. Okay, anyway, so I bought the Carmen Maria Machado book off of some like sketchy website. I think this is standardly sized for the UK. The website wasn't sketchy at all. I did research on it. It's just, I think it's based in the UK, the United Kingdom. So, I didn't get my books for a long time, which was okay, but I got them nonetheless. I don't think I could find Carmen Maria Machado's books, the other locations I was looking for them. For the longest time, I was looking for What My Mother and I Don't Talk About, which is, I forget the word for it, but it's a book that is a collection of short essays or short stories by a culmination of writers. So it's a bunch of writers who wrote essays based off of the first essay that started the whole book, which is an essay by Michelle Philgate, and it was titled What My Mother and I Don't Talk About. It's such a beautiful book. I cried so much reading it, so much, so much. And Machado's essay wasn't even my favorite, but I looked at her discography is also the wrong word. That's for artists, I think. But I looked at her books and I saw so many that I was interested in, so I bought 2 of them after reading her essay in Philgate's book of, collection of essays. And I'm excited to try and find other authors' works from that novel as well. I recommend all of these books highly. I used to be extremely obsessed with YA novels in high school. Anything fantasy, anything sci-fi, anything romance, anything that had some tropes in it, I was definitely all for. And I would say that college changed that, but not really, because in college I never had a chance to read anything besides what I was assigned. Even then, if I'm going to be super realistic, there's a secret. There's a secret you can't tell anyone. There's a secret, okay? You can't tell your friends. There's a secret between you and me. I would never read for class. I read a big limb. I would skim the pages. So I would just look at basically like the footnotes. I would go and I would read the first page and I would read some sentences, but I would pretend it in class because I would use what other people were saying in class to base my answers off of. And I did that since my first year, and I don't know how many, but it happened. And I just kept doing it. I just kept reading for class. Anyway, so whenever I do read for pleasure, as of late, it's been like feminist reading. so I'm gonna have to face the camera this way, sorry. So, because I have to keep the book open. Okay. Antonia Vega, the immigrant writer at the center of Afterlife, has had the rug pulled out from under her. She has just retired from the college where she taught English when her beloved husband, Sam, suddenly dies. And then more jolts. Her big-hearted but unstable sister disappears, and Antonia returns home one evening to find a pregnant, undocumented teenager on her doorstep. Antonia has always sought direction in the literature she loves. Her favorite authors' lines play in her head like a soundtrack. But now she finds that the world demands more of her than words. Afterlife is a compact, nimble, and sharply droll novel. Set in a small Vermont town, it shows how culture and politics intersect with place and ask, what do we owe those in crisis, in our families, including, maybe especially, members of our own family, our human family? How do we live in a broken world without losing faith in one another or ourselves? And how do we stay true to those glorious souls we have? I'm going to read the last sentence again because there was tape covering up the last word, so I didn't finish the sentence. And how do we stay true to those glorious souls we have lost? So that's that. I'll show you just like a little bit of it. Afterlife, a novel. So it's really pretty. Now we'll talk about the 4 movies I got for me and my mom to watch. I'll have to keep it here because, again, the reasons I couldn't show the covers of the books. But I am obsessed with the movie, I guess, musical. I don't know. The Phantom of the Opera. This is the rendition of it with Gerard Butler, and I always forget her name, but she's one of the lead characters in Shameless. There's another secret. Shh, don't tell anyone. I only know Gerard Butler's name because I have a crush on him. He is one of my celebrity crushes. He is so beautiful. Honestly, I love her too. She sings so beautifully, and she is such an amazing actress. But I'm blanking on her name. But yeah, that's that. I recommend this movie, musical, etc. I have to show this one upside down, for the same reason. It's just a repeat theme in this video. But I've always wanted to see The Joker with, I think this actor's name is Joaquin Phoenix. I'm super, super excited for this. I think that those shades of gray that we live in are more prevalent than we know. And so, I truly love villain origin stories / villain stories / villain POVs because I think it calls into question morals and morality and nature versus nurture, which is a lie. It's just nature and nurture. We are a product of our genetics as well as our environment. Our environment highly impacts how we act and how we develop. Squid is from The Parent Trap. That's exciting. It's gonna be exciting. But yeah, that's all that I got from the library today. I hope you enjoy this video and that you're fast asleep by now. I'm gonna tell you a secret thing. The first time I ever heard that in a video, it was a video by Remme ASMR, which Remme's real name, for privacy reasons, is undisclosed, but that's her handle, Remme. I remember from one of her videos, she says, I chose my handle by doing Remme for REM, rapid eye movement, just say a stage of sleep that I reach. Well, REM sleep, technically it's in waves, it's categorized by waves, like delta waves. I don't remember them anymore. I think there's like a theta wave or something. Anyway, but there's different waves of sleep that we hit in our sleep. But the one that REM is just that rapid eye movement occurs, and we're in our deepest state of sleep, our restorative sleep state. And she decided very intelligently, like in a witty way, to make her handle Rem and then me. So like her, and then she gets into REM sleep. So Remme. It's really cute. I really like it. Honestly, like maybe I made that up, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I saw that in one of her videos. But yeah, she did another video where she says, like, I'm gonna tell you a secret, and she tells us these really, really sweet and fun and I forget the word for it, but when when something is personal, but I guess I could just say she tells us some personal anecdotes about her life, and not all of them are quote-unquote positive, but all of them are experiences, and they're really, it's such a good video, and that's why I did what I did today. Occasionally, I'm assuming that other ASMR artists have done it before, but to give credit where credit is due, the reason I did it was because I was inspired by Remme's videos. So yeah, that's that. Maybe I'll put in the description box all of the books I've mentioned, and the handles of the ASMR artists I've mentioned as well.